Hey guys, D-Cell back here with another unboxing video for you today. Very special unboxing. Finally got in my Vinegar Syndrome haul. This is from their halfway to Black Friday sale. As you can tell from the thumbnail, what have I done? I mean, the sale goes on all weekend. Everything is pretty much 50% off, and things go fast. Things get sold out pretty quickly, so probably throughout the whole weekend, I went in about 4 or 5 times, made about, you know, 4 or 5 different orders. Made a pretty big one. Friday, the sale starts right after midnight. Got everything that I really wanted um, from that order. And then throughout the weekend, I kind of kept an eye on everything. And whatever I kind of wanted that looked like it was about to be sold out or the numbers were kind of getting a little low, I swooped in and picked them up. So it's, the sites, if you've seen Vinegar Syndrome's site, they let you know how many are left on the slipcover editions, the standard editions. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because I kept an eye on that all weekend and I came up with this box. Now, a little bit about this. I got a notification from the post office saying that it was, well, first I got a notification from Vinegar Syndrome letting me know that it was being delivered, and then I've been tracking it. Supposed to get it yesterday. Um, didn't hear anything. I was home. No knock on my door. No ring. No doorbell. Um, Watched a movie with the kids. Checked my email, and it said it was delivered at 7:52 and left on my porch. Here it is at 9:30. Ran downstairs. Nothing. And I got a good amount of movies, which they are all at 50%, but adding all those up together, still a pretty penny. So I was definitely a little nervous. And this happens sometimes with the post office. They'll say it's delivered, but it's not. My one concern was that it actually said left on the porch. Wasn't sure if that was just kind of a default thing that it says. So I might have gone with my brother-in-law around the neighborhood to see if it was on anyone else's porch. Might have done that. Might be a little crazy. So then I may have emailed Vinegar Syndrome and said, hey, what happens in case something gets lost in the mail or stolen or something? And they were really quick to actually get back to me. It was, they have great customer service. And they were like, no problem, reach out to the post office tomorrow, see what they say, let us know, we'll work with you. So, very quick response, probably within an hour. And I emailed them pretty late too. So, and of course, they're working real hard right now to get all these orders out. So I'm very appreciative that they even responded to my crazy email and got a notification from the, Ring doorbell that someone was at my front door at 7:30 in the morning. And there it was, the postman leaving this box. And I might have ran downstairs, waking up everybody to in the in the process to grab this thing. So am I crazy? Probably. But I think most of the people here watching this video are probably crazy along with me. So I'm gonna unbox this bad boy and show you guys what I picked up. Now I'm not gonna open up every single one and take out the disc and show the reversible artwork. That would take forever. So I'm just gonna kind of dive in here, show you what I got, and just kind of try to make it a quick one, as quick as I can. Um, Before I do that, a little bit of history about Vinegar Syndrome. And so I first became aware of them a few years ago at a Monster Mania convention. They had a table set up, and my brother-in-law knew the label and had a few from them at that point. I didn't really know much, too much about them. Talked to the guy at the table, really cool, really knowledgeable about the product, about their kind of mission statement of how they want to bring back these kind of movies that no one really remembers or knows about, or these not popular horror movies, or not just horror but different genres, and remaster them and make them available. And it's just really cool company. I think the first couple I picked up was Madman and what's the other one? The one with Brad Pitt. What am I doing? I'm blanking out here. cutting class. That was well after the slip for cutting class was gone, and this is before I even knew anything about slip covers. Now, yeah, I knew about slip covers, and those who don't know about Vinegar Syndrome, they have the best slip covers in the business. Um, and at first I was like, who cares? If I can get it, oh, it's $20 for the non-slip, give me the $20 one, right? But once I got that first movie with the slip cover on it, I was hooked. And I hate to admit it, but back in the day, I would sometimes toss the slip covers, not from these releases, but from kind of general, kind of standard releases that you would normally get from big name studios. Nothing that I look back at now and think, oh man, that's probably worth a lot of money or anything, or really sought after. But still, if I can go back, I wouldn't do that. So I definitely know better, and I was smart enough to at least keep the ones that I thought looked cool, and ended up kind of being some of the ones that are hard to find now. But yeah, for the last couple of years, I've tried to get as much as I can from this company, great company, and yeah, let's just break into it, guys. So I already opened the box. Here we go. Oh my goodness, what have I done? So yeah, like I said, I first became aware of Vinegar Syndrome at a Monster Mania convention in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Great convention. I've talked about that before in past videos. If you're in this area, they also have one in Maryland. I definitely recommend it. But, I definitely justified this purchase because, one of the first thing we would do, uh, me and my brother-in-law, when we would go to Monster Mania, the first thing we would do is go right to the Vinegar Syndrome table and pick up some stuff, and then go there throughout the weekend. And Severn has a table there, and I definitely always say support those labels. And it was a big part of going to Monster Mania and any other convention. And unfortunately, with what's going on now, they canceled the one in March, they canceled the one in June. There is supposed to be one in August, but I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if I feel comfortable enough going yet. That's just me. And then there's one in October. I think that's the Maryland one. That again, at that point, I'm not sure if I'll be going. So I kind of justified this purchase because I figured, I'm going to be missing 4 to 5 conventions this year between Monster Mania and Chiller. That what, let me splurge a little bit, because at the end of the day, I'm actually saving money from not staying overnight and going to these conventions and getting autographs and stuff like that. As much as that pains me not to go, this was kind of the silver lining. So let's see if I can do this and get through these real quick for you guys. Let's start off with this, and they really package these nicely, especially the limited edition slipcover ones. They throw these in here, but that's okay. So first one up here, Nightmare Sisters. A bunch of these were recommendations from a good friend of the channel. I'll go by his YouTube name, Ad Baron. He mentioned a lot of these. He recommended a good amount of these that I picked up over that weekend. Whenever I thought I was done, there'd be more recommendations. So yeah, Nightmare Sisters. Count Dracula's Great Love. And these prices, again, these were like 50% off. So normally something that's close to $30 was, 15, under 15, really good prices. Don't Go in the Woods Alone. Really nice artwork. And Vinegar Syndrome always does a really good job with the special features. Death Row Game Show. Again, like I said, guys, I'm not going to open these up. Spookies. Oh, wait a minute. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Just wanted to situate everything and make it a little easier for me. Also wanted to, so I was up to Spookies, right? And if you saw my last pickup video for May, my May pickup video, I mentioned that I got the hookup for the Spookies slip, and which is perfect because I was picking up Spooky's Standard Edition. So here we go. Oh, look at that. Great. It's found its home. So another shout out to Ad Baron over there for the hookup on this. Definitely appreciate it. And, you know, now that I have a free hand, I can kind of go into a little bit of the movies I showed off. Just a little bit about the movie. I'll just go through these quick. You can pause to check it out if you want to read through it. Don't go into the woods. Death Row Game Show. Okay, guys, so next up, let's go through the non-slip ones. Here is Graduation Day. I believe this was an earlier kind of back catalog title from Vinegar Syndrome. And, you know, I don't know if I'm starting rumors. I don't know if I'm just spreading rumors, but, you know, they do go back and create slip covers for their back catalog titles that didn't have slip covers. I know they did that recently for a couple titles this go around, so I'm pretty sure that this never did get a slip. Correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I think it'd be really cool, and I think I may have heard that this might be up next for a slip, but who knows? Again, might just be spreading a rumor. There we go. So that's Graduation Day. Next one up, Massage Parlor Murders. Again, another older title. Bloodhook. Now, we all know that this slip is coveted at this point. You could probably buy the slip alone for quadruple the amount that this standard edition costs. So, you know, as much as I do love their slips, I wouldn't go crazy enough to, you know, spend, you know, $50-$60 on just a slip. But, you know, if I can find it in the wild for a good price, I'd do it. Same thing here, another one, Ice Cream Man, standard edition, but this is another one that was they were dwindling in numbers, and you know, I have seen this. This is Clint Howard is in this one. Come on, zoom. No, it's not going to want to do it. There we go. So kind of a classic 90s. One of those, you know, those cheesy 90s. You definitely know when you see a movie that's from the 80s or 90s. It has that feel to it, and definitely a cheesy one. This is Psycho Cop Returns. Another one that was, by the time I got this, I think there was like 15 left, so this is probably gone. There we go. Losing count already, guys. Another one, you know, keep going back to it, but another slip that probably too pricey for me to try to pick up now. I think it has a lenticular slip. This is Jack Frost. Not to be confused with the Michael Keaton Jack Frost. So how many are we at now, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 down. And I think now we're into the slips. So this one up is a Deadline. You know, I like to say, no, a lot of these are blind buys. What I would do, and I think I mentioned this in a prior video, I go on YouTube and check out the trailers on a lot of these and see if I like them. You know, I'm not going to pick something up just because it has a nice slip. You know, I want to see if I actually like the movie. You know, maybe that's not true. I think I just lied to you. I apologize. I 100% just lied to you. If the slip is cool enough, luckily I got that, then I'm going to get the movie, so. And here's the original artwork. That's Deadline. Next one up is Flesh Eating Mothers. Here's another one where, okay, maybe the slip got me on this one, because I did watch the preview, and I don't know, but... So here's the other artwork. Essentially, there's just this. Again, I'm not going to open everyone up and show you the other artwork, but here's a little bit about the movie. God, it's a great sound, right? Let's do it again. Okay. I really didn't think I was going to turn into one of those people that were like crazy into slipcovers, but I've so I say now that I wouldn't spend a lot of money just on the cover alone, but let's see what happens in the next video. This one is Hellmaster. There we go. Great, John Saxon is in this one. As soon as I heard John Saxon, I had to pick it up. Just watched Tenebrae for the first time. And it was an awesome movie, and John Saxon's in it, so. And this was another one that was almost sold out when I picked it up, and it's Beyond Evil. Really cool slip on this one, if you can see the shine on the laser eyes. This is in there pretty good. There we go. Beyond Evil. This is one that just kind of looked wacky. I was kind of back and forth on this one. And, you know, it's, again, like I said, it's either a good thing or a bad thing that they show you how much is left, because you feel pressure to, even if I didn't want this, just the pressure of knowing that there was like 60 left. I was like, oh man. And, you know, I watched the trailer, and it seems kind of out there, but in a good way. So, you know, I'm definitely excited to see all of these. I better pick up the pace a little bit, guys. This one is Patty Hearst, and I was part of... So there was a couple orders, right? So like I said, the halfway to Black Friday sale was over that one weekend. Went in a few times, but a couple weeks before that, there was the Flash pre-sale. When Rad first, you know, you can first pre-order Rad, which is what I was going to do, but then I decided to get the everything Flash pre-order package came with these here. I think these 4, and I think one other that's in a different. So I think it came with 5. So it came with Patty Hearst. And there's some embossing. Come on. There we go. Next one up is the Immortalizer. Again, look at that. It's matte, and then it's also glossy. You know, I wish I could talk about these movies, but you know, a lot of these were blind buys, so can't really talk too much about it. Now, I saw the reversed art for this one, and it seemed pretty cool. In fact, you know what? I'll quickly open up this one, because I remember seeing this in another video, and it looked pretty cool. So might as well check it out. Yeah, so it definitely looks like something out of the like VHS slip or something. Probably flip it over. I typically, since, you know, especially with the ones that have the same artwork as the slip, I'll definitely flip over. I'm just not going to do that now. Yep, so that was the Immortalizer. Next up, it started it all. The Flash pre-order sale is red, with a really cool lenticular slip. And then it's got the holographic side on the back. So it's really cool. You can kind of choose which one you want to display. And this is a 4K release, so it comes with the 4K Ultra HD disc as well as the Blu-ray. And this is one that's been, I think the laser disc on this one was going for a ton of money, and it was hard to find. I don't know if it ever got an actual DVD release, so it's kind of funny that it jumped right to 4K. And then if you flip open, come on. If you flip open this, and if you flip open the artwork, it's this. It's the purple. Sorry, guys. Next one up is part of the everything sale, and I think two of the movies were. So you knew about Patty Hearst, you knew about the Immortalizer, but the other two were mystery ones, and this was one of the mystery ones, the Severed Arm. Really cool slip. A little bit about the movie. And the other one, I believe, was Blood Games, and I think it's packaged somewhere else, so there it is. And this one kind of came in its own separate one, just because I know there was a printing error. And listen, I know by the time you're watching this video, I'm sure you've watched a bunch of others, so, but yeah, there was a printing error in this one. It didn't say 2K scan or something like that, so they gave you, which is really nice, they gave you another one of these, so I'll just pop this in. And this is nice because I would have wanted to buy this by itself anyway. And, at first I didn't know what was the mystery ones, and I actually had put this, I was about to put this in my shopping cart. Then I noticed they were nice enough to say that it's part of the everything package. So if you got the everything package, don't, just to kind of let you know, like, don't get it again. Here's the slip. I've seen some people bend this trying to unfold it, so I'll be very careful with this later. In fact, I might just keep it in here for now. This is cool because it has this artwork, then it has a different artwork, and then it has the original artwork from the slip, which is nice. One. How are we doing on time, guys? All right, not too bad. Night Train to Terror, and again, I think this was another one that was an older release that got a new slip, but I never had this one, so picked it up. About the movie. Here's the slip. And Vinegar Syndrome has a really cool, again, I think this is just to get you to, it's a genius move, really. What they do is that if you place an order, but then you come back the next day, you don't have to pay shipping or anything like that. Again, it just goes back to, you can just say you want to put it back to your initial order. So, and that actually went all the way back to the Flash pre-sale. So it was weeks ahead of time that I made that initial order, paid the shipping, but the 4 or 5 other times I went in to pick stuff up, I didn't have to pay more shipping. So really genius move on their part to kind of encourage people to go back. Party Line, I heard this was a good one. I believe my brother-in-law has this, but I wanted one myself. And there were a good amount left on these too, and I was going to take the chance of just kind of waiting for the actual Black Friday sale, but again, I justified it since I'm not going to these conventions probably this year at all, unfortunately. So, and here is Hell Riders. It's a Vinegar Syndrome Archive. Yep, that's what I was trying to remember. The A. Vinegar Syndrome Archive Collection. I have two others. This is the third I'll have. It's 1252 of 3000. Nice slip. I wasn't sure about getting this, and then when I watched the the trailer for it, I noticed that Adam West was in it, and I was like, well, now I have to get it. I really wanted Evil Town, and I went in on Friday, and first thing I did was click on Evil Town, but then I started shopping around. And the same thing happened to a buddy of mine, thinking that it was kind of safe when it was in your cart, but by the time I checked out the first go around, it was already sold out, which was really annoying. But I mean, I've heard that movie wasn't that great, but I definitely wanted all the archive collections if I can get them. So, a couple more. Better speed it up. Hopefully, I'm not losing you guys. Unmasked Part 25. This is one that, it's been around for a long time. Really great slip. The movie I've heard mixed things about. And this is another one where the numbers out of nowhere just kind of dropped for this slip. And I've always kind of been on the fence about it. And they always had plenty of these, so I wasn't in a rush. I think this is kind of like, I think it mocks, like the Jason movies and other slashers. This one, okay, so Berserker. So I wanted Berserker when I first saw it announced. I watched the trailer for it. But it's, again, where, there were plenty of it, so I wasn't really worried about it. And then, I think I checked on, like, this may have been the last one I bought. It was like late on a Sunday. Oh, and it was just, I looked, I'm like, wait, it's the limited slipcovers are sold out. And now they're only down to the standard edition, and the numbers were pretty low from what I remember. And I know Friday night, so it was Saturday, a ton of things were sold out, but I think it was a glitch in their system and they fixed it. But this was like Sunday, like late Sunday, and the numbers are pretty low. But this was a surprise because I picked up the standard edition, and here's the slip, which is actually kind of cool. I'm just realizing this now, what I'm saying. Yeah, I picked up the standard, and here's the slip. Wow. Okay, so either there was an error and these weren't sold out, but that's a nice surprise. Yeah. Here's a little bit about the movie. Yeah, so really cool. So I don't know what happened there. Let me know, guys, in the comments if you ordered the standards edition and you ended up getting the slip anyway. That's actually really cool. Next one up is Candy Snatchers. I've heard good things about this. Not really into these like revenge kind of ones, but I did hear decent things about this. And the numbers were kind of dropping on the slip. I mean, it goes back to that, right? Forget everything I said about not caring about slipcovers. So here's a little bit about the movie. Almost there, guys. Bear with me. And don't worry, when I do my June pickup video, I'm just going to show the stack, because there's no way I'm going to go through all these again. This is one I was pretty excited about when it was released. Picked this up during the Flash pre-order. Definitely like vampire movies, so definitely excited to watch this one. It's Pale Blood. A little bit about the film. I think this is about a vampire who doesn't kill people, but there's people getting killed who they think a vampire is doing it, but either it isn't or he's trying to stop them. So definitely an interesting take. Another one from the Flash pre-order sale was Dolly Dearest. And as soon as I heard this was being released, I had to jump on this. And these brand new ones, I don't think were part of the 50% off kind of Black Friday sale. I don't think. But anyway, like great slipcover, great artwork here. I mean, if you like Child's Play, I mean, this is definitely a poor imitation, but it's kind of reminiscent of a full moon type release. I wonder if it is a full moon. I don't know if it is or not, but last couple ones. This was another recommendation from my buddy, and I'm not going to flip it around. Well, I'll flip this part around. I'm not going to flip this around because I've seen a couple videos where, let me double check, yep. Not for kids. Not that kids are watching this, but here's a little bit about the movie. The movie. And nope, not the last one, but here's Olivia. Another recommendation. I believe this had another name. Just a little bit about the film. So how many, what am I at now, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 29? I thought it was 29. Maybe it's 29 or 30. All right, well, I promised myself that I'm not going to pick up anything until Black Friday. From Vinegar Syndrome, at least. Last one up is the Angel Collection. This is another one that I was really looking forward to picking up. The last collection I got from Vinegar Syndrome was the Amityville horror set. And this one, again, you know, I was waiting for the sale to pick this up, and this sold out. So I was glad I picked this up first day. Heard a couple, you know, mixed things about this. You know, I've heard people get annoyed that it's slightly off. Doesn't bother me. I mean, this is the back of it, right, guys? Like the front, fine. And their box sets have been, you know, they've been really knocking it out of the park with these box sets. I think the next one I'm going to pick up for the Black Friday sale will be the Jolly collection. But yeah, and there's part 3. I think that's the image from part 3. Say part 1, part 2, and then the third one. I'm sure you guys have seen a bunch of unboxings for this, but let's do it. The movies come out like that. Come on, there we go. So you have Angel. A little bit about the movie. I think these are kind of like revenge movies too. I'm not sure. Avenging Angel. So I think I saw the first one years ago. And Angel 3, the final chapter. Oh, she's developed a taste for revenge. I get wacky, guys, after a video goes over 30 minutes. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, really nice set. So that's the Angel collection. So that's it, guys. That's I mean, isn't that enough? That's everything. Make sure box is empty. There they are. So, there's my sock. So yeah, guys, thanks for coming by, checking out the Vinegar Syndrome haul, Black Friday sale. I know their site is down now while they're doing all the orders, but you can pick up some of their stuff now. I think Diabolic has, you can go through Diabolic and get their stuff through them. I know they sell through that site. I forgot the other site you can go on, but you can always go on their website, vinegarsyndrome.com, and find it, where else they sell. So, yeah, let me know, guys, in the comments below. What did you pick up from this sale? Let me know what you think about these movies. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.